Morning all. This is ITSL 2021-2022, organised by the ITSL Hunter. I am playing Lucas. I am USA, and I have got a pretty decent opening hand. Woof! Look at all that. Living the dream. Let's see how bad I can mess this up. So we will open. We could open 4-3-3 and defect, or we could open 4-4-2 and purge. What do we think? Those are our two options for headlining, right? It's purge or defect. With these in our hand, what are the likeliest opening headlines for them? I suppose we still run the risk of Suez, 5-year plan, Indo-Pakistani war, and effectors. So we run the risk of socialist governments, Arab-Israeli war, Vietnam revolts, De Gaulle, Cambridge 5 blockade. I mean, those targets are all a little annoying. Worst of them is Vietnam revolts followed by Asia scoring, I suppose. Choices. So, we can either open 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. If we open 4-3-3, defect an opening headline. I just hate the idea of giving them a free shot on Italy, especially when we've got 4 op cards. So I think maybe we go defectors and hold 2 4 op cards. Yep. Okay. Will defect. It does mean that they know that they can't be defected next turn, but it'll set them off to a tough start, especially if they headline socialist governments. Yeah. Yep, we'll be nice and we won't purge. NASA. Okay. That leaves them a bit of work to do. Probably likely to see an initial coup in Iran. If we don't get blockaded, we could try and hold purge, potentially. Ah, very nice. Oh, it fails. Youch. So I guess we're taking the 4-op coup on Iraq in the absence of another way of getting Milops and dropping DEFCON. Well, that went fine. So we can move into Pakistan. We should move up to Malaysia. Obviously, decol or D-star right now is the worst case scenario. Was it a 6? It was a 5. 5's still good. So I like 5-year plan, 1 Lebanon, 1 Malaysia, 1 Angola. Off the top of my head. That's assuming we don't get D-col or D-star. I have to do a bit more heavy thinking if that comes out. The NASA headline is an interesting one. I don't know if it telegraphs Middle East scoring, but it makes me want to... decol. Whistled for it. So 1 in Algeria for threatening France. Very nice. So we will accept the fact we've lost Thailand. No, we're gonna use purge. We're gonna put 3 in France and 1 in Lebanon, because that kind of forces a response elsewhere in the world. We will move into Pakistan, and if they take India before taking Burma, we will absolutely fire off Indo-Pakistani war. But the objectives here, I guess, avoid Asia domination and otherwise hope for the best. We definitely won't be 5-year planning them at this point, because We don't want to lose a decent scoring card. So here, probably Thailand. I know, presence in the Middle East, threaten Egypt, and dominate Asia. Pretty good. So we will take Pakistan. And move into Egypt with Nasser defected. If they even take Egypt, we can move through to Libya. I expect they'll retake Asia, so I think we need to start thinking about just stealing Southeast Asian country count there. Yeah, okay. So that's not too shabby. It looks like we're unlikely to get a chance to fire off Indo-Pakistani war. But if they take one battleground in Asia, we can overprotect Pakistan and take the Philippines and just keep trying to stay ahead there. Okay, that's a bonus. It allows us to overprotect France a touch. And that doesn't swing the needle on domination. So, I think we use Indo-Pakistani war for ops, because if they blockade us, we get an op with UN intervention. If they don't, we can use all 3 ops, which is a bonus. It's a little annoying not to use Indo-Pakistani war, but we need to remember to overprotect Pakistan. So I think the ops are going to overprotect France against de Gaulle, overprotect Pakistan, and if they put any extra influence into Asia, reduce it to ensure that there's no domination in the headline. But overprotecting France against de Gaulle is something I always prefer to do. If we get blockaded here, we might just drop the extra one in France anyway with UN intervention, because they've now used Vietnam revolts. They've got no way of affecting Asia domination in the headline. Well, besides Cambridge 5, if I'm holding Asia scoring, which is quite niche. Oh, using it for influence. So, okay, they're ganning it. I think this is pretty good for us. I'm not sure that's ever a great idea, but we'll put one more in the. We've seen special relationship go, haven't we? All right, so UNI Suez, tap Thailand, and we're at risk of like socialist governments frigging Europe, but we'll run with it. And that now gives them a choice in the headline phase. Oh, Europe's scoring very nice. Yeah. So, we got D-Star, which is nice too. Major issue is if we drop Europe scoring in the headline and they come away with. Oh, there's still a lot of 4-op cards, so maybe I have left France overexposed, which is embarrassing. Res, Formosa, and AIW. I think captured Nazis is still the headline here. Socialist governments de Gaulle, Cambridge 5 are all likely. Can't really handle that. I'm fine with captured Nazi. And if they do weird stuff in France, we can at least take Thailand, right? So, although we don't have any 3-up cards, so we can't really take Thailand. Not a great turn 2 hand after a pretty stunning turn 1 hand, but such is life. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm sanguine about the idea of not making Asia my own as long as I can try and deny domination. So taking Laos, Vietnam is a good start. Fidel is almost the perfect headline for us to see there. So much damage could have been done, so many places on the board. So they're still going to want a coup, which gives me a chance to overprotect Pakistan and move into Laos, I guess. Might have to blockade away D-style here to get the ops in. A coup on Libya or Iran seems ideal to level up the Middle East. I think I like Iran to kind of cut off Pakistan, which makes it really juicy when Arab-Israeli war, Indo-Pakistani war comes back. Sotgov for influence, retaking Thailand. So key question, do they have Asia scoring? Let's work on the assumption for now that we want to try and stay ahead in the race there. And if you want to use the China card to flip Pakistan, I'll take it, because we can now take Malaysia. Philippines. Dependent Reds. Not ideal, certainly. But US protecting against being dominated is good. So now a coup on Iran or Egypt is the likely follow-up. And depending on the success, we'll see how we respond. Still influence, still pressing. No, just a wee flip. So that kind of, to me, that telegraphs Asia scoring. Let's see. If we remove Austria and Yugoslavia, they no longer have adjacency to Italy, and we can reduce Poland so John Paul does at least split it. Okay, that puts a pin in Asia for a little while, so I expect to see a coup now. So coup on Iran or Libya, which we're hoping fails. Could see a China card flip of Pakistan now because it does swing domination, but we will just move into Afghanistan. Running the clock down on my ops though, which is quite good. Ah, yes. My hand tracker going awry. But yeah, strong read for Asia scoring. But if they flip a country or take a country, we can take another one. We're going to run out eventually. So there's the coup. Please miss. Oh, splendid. So that means we can drop Europe scoring. and we continue to maintain dominance in the Middle East. Asia scoring, perfect timing for us. So we will drop 2 into Saudi and a third with blockade D-style. What do we think? We could... No, I mean, yeah, there's Middle East scoring, great. Okay, so it's a good start for us this game for sure. Space Arab Israeli, great. And we will blockade D-style to finish. NORAD goes up in the air and succeeds. Blockade away D-style. Pop 1 into Costa Rica in case Panama gets cooed. Alright, space. So we didn't get either of the remaining 4-op cards, which is a little annoying. But we did get Decol, which is great. And they got Truman and CIA. They also got de Gaulle. So I read them for US, Japan, nuclear test ban, de Gaulle, Truman Doctrine, and CIA. We also got SOCGov, UNI, NASA, Decol, and 5-year plan. So we have no way of dropping DEFCON in the headline. It looks like containment's far and away the best headline here. So that we shall do. They may try having an ops war with de Gaulle and then 4-op cards, but yeah, I mean, they're going to win it if they do that. But they may give up a lot of ground, and they're never going to dominate in Europe. The best they can do is neutralize it. And they're going to have to bear in mind the fact they're holding CIA if they don't dispose of it. Ah, well, they cancel out. Could be worse. Now we've just got a mediocre hand with 3, 6, 8, 9, 10 ops we're happy to use in space decol if we UNI SOCGov. Little annoying, but at least France is safe. Likely to see another coup somewhere in the Middle East again. Possibly Panama. And we have to hope against hope that D-Star didn't stick straight back into their hand. We know 5 of the 7. CIA seems the obvious. Asia scoring again. And Olympic Games. Okay, so we Kuzaya with it. CIA's out the deck, which is tragic. Do we coup Angola for South Africa, actually? Please, more than a 2. Pretty please. Ugh, a 2. So, no harm, no foul for them. I like UN intervention on socialist governments. Overprotect Pakistan. Take Afghanistan for an extra VP. I'm thinking of 5-year planning them. Although US associated event occurs immediately. Truman would be annoying. US Japan would be nice. Everything else just trims their hand down a bit. We may need the ops mind. Worthy of Mordor, I'm sure. So space decol, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if they flip a country, We're ahead. I mean, as their hand whittles down, we have the opportunity to be mean and 5-year plan them. I'm going to run NASA out because obviously uh, it's great when Sadat cleans out 5 Egyptian influence. We lose 1 Egyptian influence doing that, such is life. Yeah. At least we know they don't have D-Style. This is good for us. There goes Truman. Yeah, okay. Just doing some stuff in Africa. We got nothing left to space. So we'll overprotect Panama. Well, overprotect. We'll put enough in Panama to get going there. That's fine. If they play nuclear test ban, I might just 5-year plan if they don't do anything dramatic. There goes Asia scoring. We got time, I guess. So we got to worry about socialist government. So let's spread our wings a little in that area against Muslim revolution. You now know I don't have a scoring card. Let's see what you do next, because yeah, I'm happy 5-year planning and getting any one of those cards out of the hand. US Japan would be best because I guess it triggers. In which case, doing AR6 might be best. Okay, what do you do with all this? That's a key question. Yeah, spread around Africa makes sense. Cover, yep, that's also fine. I mean, if we coup, we give them Millop, so it's not particularly. Yeah, I'm just going to put 1 in Greece to protect Italy a little against brush war. See what they do with de Gaulle, and then 5-year planning Japan out their hand. It seems fine, at least it's known. I mean, it's effectively the same as putting 3 ops with 5-year plan into Japan. I suppose that's the thing. UN intervention's gone, so it's just jamming up their hand. And Asia's scored. So maybe it's better to use 5-year plan for ops. So what if we overprotect Portugal, move into Colombia, and move into Tunisia? So if we get Muslim revolution, we're not out of Libya. We gain a VP doing that, leave them with US, Japan, and that. Yeah, that's fine. To mid-war. Europe and Middle East scoring are very nice indeed. And we can duck and cover because they we will bury you. So 12, 17, 22, if we can get it off before Africa scoring drops. Think that's worth a try? We don't need to rush in a way, like most of the work's on them. But it's always nice. Europe scoring, Middle East scoring. NORAD. The other advantage is if they missile envy us, which would be reckless. Duck and cover. Followed by We Will Bury You blows up the world as well. Got no war cards, so flower power is sort of playable. So we'll go duck and cover. Yeah. Which invites a coup on Colombia, which allows us to score Middle East, followed by Europe. So really, they've got to be holding Africa scoring to make this game likely to draw out. Muslim Rev, or... So South Africa unrest doesn't do a lot as long as you don't have Africa scoring. So please don't. Odds have to be reasonably high in our favour, but then if they just drop Africa scoring in turn one, well, they won't do that. They should coup Colombia. Coup Colombia is the obvious AR1 action. Because they can always drop Africa scoring AR2. Here it comes. Oh, D-Style, okay. Yep. Okay, so we drop Middle East scoring, and if they don't have Africa scoring, the game is over. Please no Africa scoring. I mean, Quagmire keeps the game going, but we have a lot we can discard to it. If we were Quagmire, I'd put Flower Power in first, so if they were sassy and missile envied us, we'd still be able to blow up the world. Yeah, it's Africa scoring or bust for them. Nothing else swings the needle enough with Europe scoring. And Brush War flips Italy only on a 6. That's game. Well, it's unlucky it was lopsided. Yeah, I mean, some games are quick, right? There's not a lot you can say. I was already ahead in Europe. Yep, I think, did it all right in terms of making sure I didn't do anything immensely stupid. Not being dominated in Asia was the big deal there once I can have the Middle East and Europe to myself. All right, cool. Well, thanks for watching. Nice quick one. Right, cool. I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for coming by. Let me know how it could have been differently, but, steamrollers roll different ways, I guess. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.